What is going on, guys? Welcome back to 4-0 Gaming, and today we're going to be taking a look at the brand new this week at Bungie. Super pumped. We normally don't make videos like this, but we finally got some news on some of the changes coming, some of the bigger stuff that I'm super excited about. Not a lot of the content, which I was hoping to see more of, but at least we got some info on some changes they're making to the Trials rewards, the bounties, that kind of system. A lot of the complaints people have had all season that they haven't really spoke on. They said they were working on it a little bit. They talk about some button remapping, all kinds of fun stuff. Raid rewards, engrams, things like that. So some different changes to the sandbox. So I just wanted to run through this real quick and kind of get the news out there. Super pumped for this because they haven't given us much at all. And we're less than a week away from the new season. So let's dive into it real quick. Alright guys, so diving right in, you can see here the Almighty is coming. A lot of us were hoping that would get taken care of this season. It didn't. It doesn't look like we're really going to take care of it until I would guess next season, and that will lead, the defeating of the Almighty will lead into year 4. So pretty excited for that in the fall. But as you can see, they're doing a huge live stream. They do this like once a year, talking about everything they have coming up. You've seen like Vidocs and things like that. This normally is like 45 minutes. They talk to all kinds of developers, and it's really, really good. So definitely check that out. I think we might even live stream it here on our channel and kind of dive into it and kind of have everyone in there live so we can all talk about it while we go. I think that'd be a lot of fun. If that's something you guys are interested in, let us know in the description. But going down, we got these two previews here. This kind of leaked a couple days ago. They accidentally posted it, so that was fun. But basically, the Drifter left the tower. He's heading for an ice planet. We're guessing it's Europa. Same thing. We see Eris Morn on that ice planet. Basically, once again, we're pretty sure it's Europa. You can see like the ground kind of pulsing a red color, huge storm. She's got like this darkness. Go check all these out. Super dope. If you guys haven't seen these trailers yet, we posted this one on our channel, so check that one out. Moving in, here we go. 2.9, baby, season 11. This is what we're working with. This is what we're looking for. So all kinds of Eververse changes. As you can see, some of the things that really stood out to me: the 2,300 extra bright dust in the season pass. That'll be exciting. Get you some extra bright dust so you can buy more of the stuff you want rather than them just giving you random stuff that you may or may not want. They added in some effects on the whatever. They talked about a lot of this stuff in the past with the different ornaments and stuff and how it would be rotating. There's actually a full list of the items that will be in the random rotations and things like that in a recent TWAB. So you guys can go check that out if you're interested in that. But the Eververse stuff kind of just, for me. I'm not, more about the in-game rewards. Moving into one of the most important things I saw here: Sandbox, baby. Powerful Friends will no longer stack. Okay, this is game-changing. I know they just sold Powerful Friends like 2 weeks ago. People finally got it. Probably were putting together. This is how you see the multi-100 builds where they have, 100 intellect, 100 mobility, 100 recovery. That is no longer going to be a thing. You're only going to be able to have one mod from now on. But they're also going to be introducing another arc mod. I thought it was weird that it was another arc, but it's going to also give the strength bonus, but it will not stack as well. So now there's going to be one with, you would guess, plus 20 strength and one with plus 20 mobility. So you're still going to be able to get those one-off extra stat perks, but you're not going to be able to just stack plus 20, plus 20, plus 20 like you have in a lot of the builds that we've covered. And I actually just put out a build recently that covered that. So don't be ready to crutch on that, and have a build ready for Trials week 1 when that gets ready to go. But I think it's good overall. It's going to help diversify the build setups. Like, everyone's just running arc right now, even if they're running like snipers and sidearms. You know what I mean? People will just run arc because they need their powerful friends, or they want the powerful friends, instead of running the proper gear that provides the proper mods for their gun loadout. So I think it is a good change, and it will help balance out the mod system, because basically Powerful Friends was just insanely strong compared to any other mod for Crucible. Moving down, as you can see, we got the raid rewards, baby. They're increasing the drop chances again. They did this last time for Anarchy, sorry, and now they're doing it again for 1,000 Voices, Anarchy, Always on Time, which is the raid sparrow that drops from the raid race not the race, but the sparrow encounter in Scourge of the Past. Drop chance will now be 10% and increases to a max of 50% over 20 clears. So if you guys have 20 clears on any of those raids, Last Wish, Scourge of the Past, I know some people, it takes them like 50 runs. I think it took Dutch, who's also on this channel, you guys know, 410 Dutch, took him like 50 clears to get his Anarchy. Once you're over 20 clears, the max is going to be 50%. So the odds of getting them now are just lights out. If you guys have had 20 plus clears and haven't been able to get these, jump into those raids. You're pretty much guaranteed to get it if you run 3 characters. Like, you got a 150% chance. So obviously diminishing returns or whatever. But come on, everyone's going to have the raid exotics, all right? Some people may like it, some people won't, especially if people just farmed it out and just did their 50th run and finally got Anarchy. They're going to be pretty pissed off when they see this, and understandably, but overall, I think it's good for the game, especially for older raids that as they're introducing more content, it's just people are running those less and less and less. So, it's harder to get groups together. It's less enticing if you're doing a whole raid just for one chance and you haven't gotten it for 50 runs. So overall, I think it's a good thing and will help even out the distribution of these sought-after guns. Moving down into Trials, big thing. No one really complained, which I was super pumped on about the actual state of the Crucible and the state of Trials and how it ran this year, aside from people being complaining that people were farming or it wasn't worth the grind or it was too difficult or whatever. But as far as meta and just the gameplay, everyone really liked it. And the biggest problems they had were rewards in the bounty system and people farming and things like that. So glad to see they're addressing that. I know that's 99% of people's issues with Trials. So as you can see, masterwork materials, aka shards. I doubt it'll be shards. It'll be probably prisms, and then shards still. They already had the shard in the flawless chest, so I would guess it's prisms at 3, 5, and 7. Moving on, weekly bounty that unlocks the Trials Ingrams. Before it was get to 3 games. So now instead you're just going to have to complete a weekly thing. So everyone will be able to unlock that. You won't have to try and win 3 games. That's basically a lot better for players because it just really was difficult for lower players trying to get better and trying to grow and just not seeing any rewards out of it. Token distribution has been rebalanced to focus on wins 3, 5, and 7. So basically, when you hit those game points, even on repeat passages, as it says here, you're going to get way bigger than your 5 for the win or your 3 for the loss or whatever on those wins. So instead of your 5, you're going to get maybe 10. So that would be awesome. And that's going to promote players to go the distance to try and go for 5 because you're going to be getting extra tokens on those wins. I think it's a great idea. There's no reason why you should get the same amount of tokens for your Game 7 Flawless as you do for Game 1. That just doesn't make any sense. So glad to see him add that. Trials tokens no longer awarded for match completions. I guess only if you win through wins and bounties. So questionable here as well because like I just said, for the bad players, they're struggling to get wins. And if you're not even being rewarded for losses just for your time, I think that's the one thing on here that kind of went wrong. I don't know why they would do that. I don't think getting the 3 out of 3 losses, you have to win. You'd have to lose 4 games to fucking just get one pool, which, I don't think that's excessive. I think that's going to hurt the lower end players and ultimately hurt the pool of players that go into Trials. Not happy with that one, but I guess there's a reason they did it. Questionable. Let us know what you guys think in the comments. Passage of Wealth now doubles the bonus token Trials earned of 3, 5, and 7. So it used to just give 2 instead of 5. You get 7 on a win. So that's pretty substantial. You'd be getting 10 for every win. So huge. And then on even now that they're increasing the amounts you get on 3, 5, and 7, you could be getting 15, 20, whatever the number is. But you're going to be with a Passage of Wealth. You basically every win you're going to be getting an Engram or half an Engram. So that could be huge. Or on these 3, 5s, and 7s, you could be getting a full Engram on a win. So that's definitely pulling that up a little bit instead of just getting the extra 2. Definitely going to be worth it. Moving down, one of my biggest things, guys, if you guys have watched the Guardian Report where we cover all this content all the time, so that's kind of our weekly show. We don't normally do weekly resets like this, but we'll just cover a whole week of content in our show, the Guardian Report, every Monday, so check that out. But I talk about how I'll fucking go to slide behind cover. You're getting shot at, you're getting beat down, and you go to slide behind cover. and you hold the slide, but you're like, oh, get in there, and you hold it just a little too long, and you fucking throw the rift down. You're standing in the middle of nowhere, just getting shot. You're one shot, and you fucking die. Every time, dude. Every time. So finally, button remapping. I've said this. Why do we have 4 buttons committed to emotes when I could put my rift on the down emote, the fucking emote number 2, and I wouldn't have to fucking worry about it, all right? I don't need 4 emotes while I'm running around in Trials. I need 1. It's the tombstone, so I can mark it down and get the dub, okay? Like, this is amazing. Super pumped on this. I don't know why this hasn't been in the game for forever. It's great. Super in-depth, as you can see. You guys can go read about it all. And a big, big thing is that they're actually putting in, as you can see here, they're going to support input types. So you'll be able to keybind not only the button, but if you press it, how long you press it, and a double press. So that's huge. And then they'll also be doing chord support, which is basically how you tap the back buttons for your super, the RB or R1, L1. Basically, you'll be able to do that for a bunch of things. Press A and B at the same time for a super. Double press B, blah, 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 blah. So you'll be able to press multiple. You'll be able to keybind all those different things, giving you hundreds and if not thousands of combinations. So, you know, if you don't like where something is or you think it could be a little better, it's going to fit your playstyle perfectly, which is great. I'm really, really excited to see that, and I think it's great. Yeah, and that's pretty much the whole run-through. That's all we got. I wish we would have seen more content. We still have no idea, but I'm really happy with a lot of these changes, aside from the one thing where they're taking the tokens away from losses. I mean, it's not going to really affect me all that much. You know, I'm not trying to lose too much, but I know a lot of players like to go in there and just, you know, even if they're just practicing and trying to get better, it's not going to promote them if, you know, they're only winning a couple games a night. At least they could farm out weapons and things like that. But if they're losing and not getting anything, I just don't really see the payoff on that. And the good players who are getting the wins are getting a supreme benefit with all the added tokens you're getting on wins now. So you're really just hurting the bad players, which has been the biggest problem to begin with. Like, none of the bad players are complaining about loot at this point that are going flawless weekly. So, questionable call. But, yeah, guys, it's closing out. Season of Worthy, just a couple days left. It is confirmed that we're getting the season. Some people were worried about it being pushed back. Not going to happen. So, super pumped on that. Be sure to get all your stuff done. Go to the moonbound. Go to the bunkers. Get all your extra mods that are in there. You're not going to want to miss out on those because it'd be just like Powerful Friends or things like that where you're going to have to wait till they come to the gunsmith. Make sure you get all those, finish your quest, finish all your stuff, everything on screen. You guys can see it here. Get your titles if you haven't gotten them yet. I know Dutch is going for that confidence this week. Go hit up his Flawless. Can't wait. We put out also, guys, just so you guys know, follow us on Instagram. We put all this stuff out on our Instagram in posts and stuff. All the important details and things like that, we post them literally the second they go live. So you can always get your up-to-date news from us on Instagram. So that's super helpful too. Yeah, guys, so thanks so much. If you guys are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. We're going to be pumping out all kinds of new content next week. Can't fucking wait. And welcome to the wagon. Drop a like if this helped you out. Let us know what your thoughts are in the comments. You like the changes, you don't like them. And what you're excited for, what you think is going to happen next week. Let us know. We're excited to hear. We'll be chatting with you guys down there. See you guys next time. Peace.